Alright, here is Wally Kurth, and I'm going to ask a few questions. Who or what influenced you in becoming an actor?
Wow, that's a really good question. Because I have to go back a long ways. And I was the youngest in a family of 5. And I do think that when you're the youngest in a family of multiple children, you have to kind of go into your performance mode to get attention and to make your sort of your word be known. And so I think I was kind of always sort of a performer. So I'm not sure if there was anybody that I really mentored early on. I almost think it was almost like I was born with it. Sort of like God gave me this, ability to tell stories on stage. And I always loved, when I was 10 years old, I did this play, and this, it was a musical, so I had to sing, and I had to do all this dance and do all this stuff, and it seemed so comfortable and natural that I just sort of fell into it. And it was like I knew this is what I was supposed to do. So that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Wow.
So I was really kind of lucky in that way that I was able to find something at a very early age that I realized this is what I'm supposed to do.
You don't want an autograph? He's like, no,
Yeah.
it's for my wife. I'm like,
That's a great answer.
I know.
All right, let's see.
It's a good time. Thank you guys so much.
What was your first car, and what tales would it tell?
I let her know that her dad passed away, and then
my first car was in high school was an AMC Rambler. I don't know if you know those Ramblers. My grandfather was a Hudson dealer in Montana. He had the Hudson distributorship in Wyoming and North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana. And AMC ended up buying Hudson, but a Hudson Rambler, or the AMC Rambler, was one of those vehicles. So when I was a senior in high school, that was a car that I was able to drive a lot. Tales that it would tell. I mean, I wasn't all that, frisky in high school, so most of the tales were drunken tales with my friends. Not a lot of crazy sexcapades, unfortunately, which I would like to share with you, but I really can't admit to that. I'd be lying if I said there was a lot of action going on in the Hudson. There was some action going on, but not, that I'm going to share with you now.
Okay. What is your hidden talent?
My hidden talent? My hidden talent? Wow, that's another good question. Sabina, you got some very good questions here.
Thank you.
My hidden talent. I think my hidden talent is my ability to get along with people. I don't think there is anybody in this world that I couldn't get along with.
That's awesome. That's a very good answer.
Kind of like Will Rogers. There's not anyone I've ever met that I didn't like. And which is obviously important for a night like this, because you're meeting people you've never met before.
Yeah.
But I feel comfortable with complete strangers. I do.
You're a people person. That's like me.
I'm a people person. My wife is not. She's not she's an incredibly nice person, very sweet, great, but she doesn't feel comfortable in crowds with lots of people. That's cool.
Right.
There's a lot of people I'm I'm all about being in the world. I can hang out with complete strangers and talk and be it's just who I am.
That's fabulous. That's a great talent.
I'm not sure it's a talent.
I
wouldn't admit that it's a talent. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a person of the world.
All right, one last question. If you hadn't become an actor or actress, what would you be doing instead?
Well, I've thought about this before, because that is a question I've heard. I've always said I'd like to be like a park ranger at Yellowstone, or
Awesome.
just where it's just me and a few corporate bosses, maybe a few bureaucratic, people above me. But basically, it's just I'm a ranger.
Yeah.
I get to just like hike, make sure that the bears, aren't being like eviscerated. Make sure that the Old Faithful goes off on time.
Right. So
I'd
you're
love
a nature
to be
person.
I'd love to be a park ranger at Yellowstone. Just drive around and just like live in this beautiful, pristine, part of nature that's pretty much been untouched by man.
So you're definitely a nature person.
Yeah,
sounds like.
that's what I'd like to
Well,
be
awesome.
if I could, if I had to do.
One quick shout out to your fans that could not make it.
You have no idea what you've missed. No, it's fun. It's been fun, and it's next time, DCE. It's been fun. It's a good time. See you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah.